All right, guys, so we're back with another video today. So today we are going to change out this timer for this GE electrical dryer. So I believe the reason why we were going to actually change this was because it was either just getting stuck on a certain position or it just kept going, one of those two. But either way, it's a fairly simple change. There's only maybe one or two things that would probably complicate your life. But as you can see, there's two 1/4-inch screws in the back. Once you take those off, you push the panel back and then pull towards you, and then you'll see all the main components right there. And for the most part, most of that control panel is just a bunch of 1/4-inch screws, which is great because most of these appliances nowadays have like 3 different types of screws, and it's so annoying. But after that, you pull down, take that panel off, and then you see right there that timer right in the middle. You see all those connectors? So they are all labeled, but what you do want to do sometimes is take a picture of it, because sometimes the new timers come with a different positioning on certain connectors. And right there, what I'm doing is basically taking off the torque screw that's holding it. It's a very small one. I forgot what size it is, but it's very small. So after you take off that torque screw, you're gonna have about maybe like 6 different connectors. And what I typically do is either take a picture of the actual original timer with the connections on there and just save it. So when I just take them all off, I have a reference point and I see what connector goes to which part of the timer. Or you can do what I'm doing right here. Just take one off one by one and just put it onto the position that it corresponds. Now, remember, guys, disconnect power, because as soon as you touch one of those connectors and there's power running through it, it will shock you. So be careful. And like I've always told you guys, these videos are just to strictly help you guys out how to install certain appliance parts, because like I always tell you, I'm never going to get tired of telling y'all, appliance repair is very expensive if you do not have insurance on your appliance or like a home warranty on them. It will feel like it costs an arm and a leg for the most simplest thing. So just, keep that in mind, paying attention to these videos, watch them, actually watch them all the way through, and then, we'll run through it together. Also, I am going to start probably doing a smaller series of top 3 X, Y, and Z appliances you should have. And I'm going to base them off solely on functionality and affordability. So, but that's a conversation for another time. But as you can see, once you take off that torque screw, you're going to want to twist it counterclockwise, and then it'll come out, and then you just kind of pull up. And just be careful when you put that torque screw back in. This one, in this case, the little plastic piece that it was holding on to, it was already broken by somebody else. So just kind of make it snug in there, and then it shouldn't move at all. So after, just be sure that all those connections are secured, and then basically get you rolling. So now we're just going to compare it, put that thing away, and then just basically start to work backwards. But anyways, guys, yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to make like a small series on top 3 appliances. I'm just going to basically base them off of functionality and affordability. Personally, I'm not really one for all these fancy appliances with all the gizmos and touch panels and all this stuff. If I can keep it as simple and it looks nice, that's what I'm going to do. Because guess what? Those appliances will end up needing to be repaired one day, and you're going to have to repair them one day, and you rather repair something that's kind of fairly simple to operate with and take apart and repair than actually get all this intricate stuff that you find nowadays in all these appliances. But yeah, anyways, guys, putting everything back together is very simple. This is a very simple dryer to take apart. For the most part, at least the control panel, because it's just basically held on by those 2 1/4-inch screws. And after you do that, just be sure you kind of aim where they actually go into, because sometimes they go slant and they don't actually go into the hole it corresponds to. You'll see it has a timer little notch, and just compare it to your knob where you can actually be able to put it correctly. Another thing with these dryers, that knob tends to strip out and break because the timer itself or the actual knob carries a little metal bracket inside to give it better traction when it's mounted onto the timer. And obviously plastic will always fail against metal. So if you feel like you can't select a certain setting on your dryer, just check that knob first. You'll see a big crack in the middle. But anyways, guys, I just want to say I really appreciate all the support that I get, all these viewers that we get on these videos. Trust me, I greatly appreciate it. I just really want you guys to comment on the video, see what other appliance you guys really want me to work on or show you how to work on, and then we'll go from there. But again, guys, remember, I'm gonna have a video every Monday, and if I have anything else, it'll just be a bonus video. But like I always say, just take pictures. I appreciate you guys. Peace. Until next time.